Cool. Good morning.
Morning.
Right, straight to the point. Here's an important question.
Okay.
Which is what we're going to talk about today.
Oh, I've got my sunglasses.
And this is it, ready?
Oh, I've got my sunglasses. Hang on.
Which part of I'm going to get straight to the point did you not quite understand then?
What?
What? Right, the
Don't
question
start.
is, you're in a business, how do you make more money?
Work harder.
Work harder.
Do more.
No, seriously, that's the topic for today, is how do you make more money?
Well, there's various ways of making more money, isn't there?
Well, I mean, let's look at
Offer
ways...
more services or products.
Well, let's look at ways to make money firstly. I mean, I said this the other day, and I'd actually mean this. You can't make money.
Okay.
You can't.
Okay. Explain. Expand.
Well, if you're making money, it means you're physically making money. You're getting in trouble with, like, law for doing that. You can't make money, can you?
Okay.
If you printed your own money, you'd get more than a slap on the wrist.
Fair
True?
enough. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right or wrong?
Right.
Thank you. But if you want to make more money first, I mean, let's look at how you can actually earn more money. We'll say make money because we know we're not actually printing it.
All right.
But,
I'm glad we've established that because I was really confused.
well, that's the usual day, isn't it?
Idiot.
Yeah. I remember when you were fun. You've changed.
You've changed me.
I've changed you. So, no, but I mean, the thing is, you can do lots of things to earn money. Do you know, you'll hear about a lot of really successful companies, what's made it on the big time. Well, not necessarily, I mean, it could be bands, it could be authors, and they've done whatever it takes to survive, haven't they, while the product's getting ready.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You'll hear people what's juggled 3 different jobs to be able to fund the startup. In fact, there's a great woman who I don't know whereabouts she is actually. It might be in New York or somewhere like that. And she's got a business in helping, like, specifically tailored to women. She's called Marie Folio, and she's kind of, I think a video I saw, I think it said she was actually juggling 3 different jobs just to finance her startup, which was all about enterprising and helping women in business and finding themselves, creating a brand for themselves and stuff. So you've got to be prepared firstly to do whatever it takes. But what is whatever it takes? You know what I mean? You can get a job stacking shelves. You know, you can cut people's gardens. You know, you can sign up to affiliate networks. Not network marketing. Well, you could do network marketing. I mean, if you wanted to, you could. It's endless. You know, there's so many different things you could do to earn more money. You know, you can write blogs. You can put Google adverts on them. You can beg in the street. But just change the way that you ask for the money, you know, rather than saying, like, have you got any change? You got 50 quid? It's just different, isn't it? You got 50 quid? It'd be an interesting challenge to see who comes out with more money at the end of the day.
What, someone asking for change and someone asking for 50 quid?
Yeah. Let's do it.
No, there'd be too many variables, wouldn't there? Because if you'd have to make sure that it was the same type of person asking in the same place at the same time.
Why?
Because otherwise it might be down to fate.
You mean?
No, but if you think about it, if there's 2 people begging in the street,
Yeah.
I'll use an extreme example. One's a man, one's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
One might earn more money because of what sex they are.
But then you could say that's the same about anything in life. You could say that, well, he'll earn more money than she will because he's a man in a man's industry. Or you could say she'll earn more money because she's a woman in a man industry, so she's more limited. Do you know what I mean? You can't use that as an example. We'll try it. Let's go and beg. I'm going to go and have some more. It's 50 quid.
Will not.
It's 50 quid. It's 100 quid, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. It's only 100 quid.
How did you get onto the subject?
I have no
of
idea.
begging?
Well, we're talking about different ways of making more money, but the question is in business is how do you make more money? And there's a very, very simple solution to that, isn't there? Charge more.
Yeah.
Charge more money for the services that you're offering.
You've got to still make sure that you're adding value to the person who you're selling to.
Yeah, but this is the thing you see is people get hung up on price, especially salespeople. They're scared of price.
That's their objection that they can't overcome in it.
Yeah, price. As competitors are cheaper, so what?
Yeah.
Do you know, no matter what you do, there's going to be someone out there cheaper.
Yeah. I remember back in the day, in the old days of telesales, very, very old days. I think it was when I first started, and it was one of the first training sessions that I went on, and they were explaining the price of the PPI insurance, and they always said that you don't sell it on the price, you sell it on the benefits.
On the benefits.
And they used a comparison of a tin of beans.
Okay.
And if you bought a tin of beans from, say, Marks and Spencer's to a tin of beans that you bought from, say, Aldi own brand or something like that.
Yeah.
And that was the comparison. Not the price of the PPI insurance, but the benefits that it gave.
Did they get some free beans when they bought it?
No. But it started paying after like 15 days of you being off sick, whereas the Aldi version, for example, would be you had to be off sick for 30 days. You know, those sort of things. So the tin of beans was a good analogy, really.
So what?
You know, you're paying for quality, aren't you?
Okay, so could you not like open the beans until 15 days after you bought them?
Just forget about the beans. Are you hungry?
Ooh, food. Costa. We're going to Costa.
Yay! Costa.
Here's a cup. No, but it is true. People just get scared of price. So, do you know, no matter what it is you sell, there will always be someone out there selling it cheaper. And if all you're ever doing is trying to compete with people on price, then you're going to find it really hard. You know, it's going to be tough for you out there doing business.
I found it hard when I was doing jewellery design, because if you think about it, if you're designing, sourcing and making jewellery, that takes a lot of time and effort. And I'd go to craft fairs at weekends and sell my wares at craft fairs, and you'd have a stall next to you full of jewellery that was quarter of the price of mine.
Sourced it from...
Because they got it from China.
Yeah.
And I used to get a bit annoyed that it was a craft fair and they shouldn't be there and stuff. But I made good money out of it. So.
No. And it's about, again, like I mean, you said earlier on, it's about the value, and that's what you've got to really focus on, is what is the value. Because once value becomes more important to them than the price, then it doesn't make a difference. The price is completely irrelevant. Yeah. So if you can, and it is. I mean, I go back to like my early days of training when I was in the estate agency world. We had people that taught us like using features and benefits.
Yeah.
You know, here's the features, here's the benefits. Don't get scared of price.
Call it facts and benefits, not features and benefits.
Facts.
Facts and benefits.
I've not heard that. Facts and benefits. Right.
Fact link benefit.
Well, there's. Meh.
So the fact is, I can't think of a fact.
Yeah, it makes sense. It does make sense.
Don't need an example.
I don't need an example.
You're right.
I'm totally fine. Yeah, features and benefits better though. Here's the feature. Here's the benefit. Potato. So I'll give you an example of how you can charge more money. So, for example, through a design agency that I have, check it out, 100th Monkey. We do some pretty cool stuff. Well, we do absolutely awesome stuff, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Undersell yourself, why don't you?
It's wicked. But I mean, like a startup company. I mean, it's nearly 5 years old now, but you kind of do whatever you can to get by at the start, and then you start to kind of build a structure around it from there, and start looking at your pricing and what's the worth of it all. And website wise, for example, you're always kind of going to find people out there what's doing websites for 200, 300 quid. Are they that different to the websites that we can do for 1,500 quid? In some instances, yeah. I mean, some people use like a WordPress free plugin or theme and think that they're website developers. But the point is, sell the features of the website. You know, all the actual benefits that it's going to be from that. Do you know what I mean? It's not building a site for you, it's building a site for your customers. What you're getting is, you're not just getting a website, you're getting my experience. Well, not me, but whoever it is I was talking to. It could be you, could be me, could be anyone else. But you're getting all the features and all the benefits. You're not just getting the product, so you can actually justify charging more money. And that's what you've got to kind of tell yourself is, you know, if you're going in with a price, maybe fluctuate, maybe be prepared to fluctuate slightly, but, do you know, don't undercut yourself. Do you know, if you're going in with the mindset, do you know what, this is 1,500 quid, don't walk away from the table with less than 1,500 quid. Do you know, like, if they turn around, I mean, very rarely you'll find that if you ask them what's your budget, oh, I don't know. That's the response that you get all the time. What's your budget? I don't really know. What do you mean you don't know? You know how much you want to spend? I don't know. What's it going to cost? Oh, so he said 10 grand. Oh, that's out of my budget. Well, you just said to me you ain't got one. What's your budget?
Everyone's got a budget.
Everyone's got a budget. Everyone's got a budget. And the interesting thing is... Or
an idea of what they'd like to pay.
Yeah. But the thing is, if they turn around and say, well, do you know what? I can probably stretch to £1,000. What they're saying to you there is that they think it's worth more than £1,000.
Yeah. And a little nifty little selling trick that I'll share with you now is, if someone says, oh, I could stretch to £1,000, you're going the wrong way there.
I know. Costa's here.
If someone says, I could stretch to £1,000, your response should be, up to.
What?
So if you said, oh, I could stretch to £1,000, right? So you're looking at paying it between £1,000 and up to,
right? And
it just prompts them to tell you the truth of how much they're looking to spend.
That's cool.
Thanks.
Wicked. Right. Anyway, we're going now, so we're going to get some breakfast from Costa.
Friday
and some toast. So, final thought, really quickly, because we've babbled on a little bit here, haven't we? But final thought is, listen, just charge more money. Don't be scared of the price. Charge more money, and you'll find that you don't actually come across much objections when you start talking about price. If you're selling it to them on the features and benefits, they see true value, and your job's done. So I'm going to get some food.
Bye-bye.
Bye.